Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. It's important for a man to have access to sex. It's important for a man to have access to sex because you know what I find it real interesting. I'll just talk about women, but everybody's talking about more the social aspect, meeting them, taking them out, not getting played, and all of that. That's cool, but let's be real. Why does anybody even care about all of that? They're 90. They want sex. And it's a serious matter. I mean, when men don't have access to sex or are able to get sex, shoot, crazy things happen. Look at that mass killing over in the UK by someone they said was in the black pill community. And then uh, former Governor Kuma. Or is he still in office? I don't know. He gave us 2 weeks notice, but why is he out? Well, accused of sexual harassment of several things. In fact, the Me Too movement, everything, if you really look at everything, it's about access to sex. That's why I say, it's more accurate to call me a sex coach than a dating coach, because my whole program is increasing your sexual power. Like even when I talk about body game, I always say that's an important piece. I mean, it's the foundation. It's not the only piece, but it's an important piece for a man to attract a woman sexually, because the woman got to look at you and want to see you naked, and it's not a particular body. Let me be clear on that. Oh, it's about to be an altercation. But let me be clear on that. It's not the only thing, It's not the only thing, but it's a foundation, because there's always more. Because really, women, they physically want to have sex with a man, so a man needs to have himself in a shape that a woman will like. And just to be clear, it's not just one. All women got different preferences, which is why I always say your tribe. Like the women like me, they like big men. They like, big, linebacker, fullback type of men. Now, the women who like runners, they like that. Women who like, I don't know, perfectly built guys, you got them. Boom. But then there's always more you got to bring into it. It's, the attitude, you got to have like that charisma. Oh, you Bam. You could have let me through, Bam. Anyway, you got to have that charisma to really connect with a woman, personality-wise and everything. See, it kills me when some guys don't think that, It's like, okay, you look good to her, now what? You got to be able to have that conversation, and then you need to be masculine. You got to have that masculine energy, which on a basic level means just being assertive, being active, to act, and that's been my basic thing. Because when I'm seeing, like I mentioned, those two, the governor of New York and that incel shooting, would it come down to sex? Indeed, when you look at like beefs in this section of YouTube, it's coming down to how someone think they can access. People are arguing about how to access, instead of saying, okay, that's your style, that's my style, go. Boom. Everybody's got their dojo. Because that's an important thing. Because I've seen too many men just jacked up because of the woman. Because understand something with the sex, and I don't know why a lot of guys don't get it. Like the guys trying to talk against it. Oh, that ain't important. Well, something's wrong with you then. That's just a natural instinct. It's a part of you. It's like breathing. It's like eating and everything. Unless you got some serious medical something happening down there, like serious medical something, you're going to have that drive, but when you can't exercise that drive, it do funny things to you. It do funny things. It can mess with a man's self-esteem. And indeed, as I've said numerous times before, it can play a big part in your success in life. Shoot, that sex drive, use that principle of sex transmutation, and you have that high sex drive, but you turn it towards other things, like legitimately turn Notice I said legitimately turn it, because some guys are sexually repressed and they act like they're doing something, but she's like, okay, so what are you doing? What do you got going on in your life? You know? Now you just repressed. You're not taking that same energy, that same drive that a man would use to get the 90 to build that business. They just sitting there, they just repressed. And see, it do funny things to you when you're going through that repression. So, you know, my thing is, all right, knowing this, let me show the guys how. Let me show the guys how. Let's like build up this sexual stuff. It starts with the body, because it's not only on an aesthetic thing, but on a health thing, a stamina thing. You know, because on a deep level, women looking for healthy. On a deep level, you know, regardless of your body type, body build, or whatever, they looking for a man that looks healthy. Because on a primal level, even if they ain't trying to, they thinking about what the baby looking like. Now, like I said, that's primal and subconscious. They might not even want children, but it's still there on a primal level, you know? And it stays with them, even through menopause and everything. It stays with them because of the pleasure of sex, what it makes them feel, the, you know, dopamine, oxytocin, other things that's happening that generates when they are aroused sexually. And men got the same thing. Shit. Don't tell me I don't feel good. You got that testosterone popping. Or you been around that woman, got you like, shit, you ready to kick ass. You ready to do whatever. Shit, you ready to take up new things. So it's a powerful force. And indeed, it gives you the testosterone. The more you generate, the more you got energy to make things happen. The more you got the energy to make things happen, the more you got that drive to just go out and do it. The more you got that drive to like create that business or work those extra hours on the job. And shoot, really, I'm gonna tell you what, even for other things, because that energy, shoot, if necessary, you ready to go to war. You ready to defend yourself and your family. So it got so many angles to it. You can build and everything. So that ultimately, that sexual power, and I do mean power, means a lot of stuff. You know, that's why I'll talk about something like sex transmutation. If you got that power, shit, you can do whatever. You know, you can keep going. It gives you that drive. It gives you that movement, everything. So, I mean, it's, hold up, let me pull the joint back. Yeah, so it's a very important thing. It's very important. But see, a lot of guys they ain't dealing with it, right? And you'll see him, it's like Rom sweating and everything. Huh. Hey, Rom in cut mode. Rom's in cut mode. Going to San Diego into September. So, you know, I gotta look good for the beach. So, I'm gonna tell you what. Always think about that. Keep that in an angle. And even though when you're listening to my stuff, think about, okay, he's telling me to work out. He's telling me to have a certain attitude. Telling me to engage women. It's all about building that sexual power. And that's the key, y'all. That's the key. But anyway, let me go in here. Gotta get my vittles and everything. Get home, take off all of this. You know, it is what it is, y'all. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.